Alrighty, folks, if you watch the daily financial news or series of interviews with various millionaires, you know that we are heading into a season like no other, like you likely haven't seen unless you are a baby boomer. We are heading into an environment that very much might be like the 1970s, the 1980s. And let's just be clear, a lot of people went nowhere. Some people got wealthy. So we're going to talk to Omar about what you have to do in this hard environment so that you are one of the ones getting wealthy and not just stuck in the mud. Omar, what's good?
What's happening, Michael? Thanks. Appreciate the intro. And yeah, man, we're rock and rolling. You know what? We're April 30th. It's Tuesday. We're done with the first month of the second quarter. And like if you're not anywhere close to where your numbers need to be after that first quarter, and especially after this last month, I mean, you gotta step back and take a look at where you're spending all of your time, what kind of time you're wasting, and that's just something that we're going to be talking about today. Just what we need to do, man. I mean, it's an interesting market right now, isn't it?
Oh, it's yes. And it's like nothing, frankly, I have seen. Right. I've been doing real
Oh,
estate for the better part of 25 years, economy for 30. I was alive in the 70s and 80s, but I wasn't making financial decisions. I wasn't investing. Yeah, so this is new to me. It's really funny because I had a conversation with Jason Pritchard. Shout out Jason and Jen. And he said, Michael,
hell yeah.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but he goes, we are on pace to make more money in 2024 than we ever had. And I'm like, Jason, that's because you're in the top 10% and you don't let the nonsense move you. You keep marketing, you keep doing the work, you keep showing up. You're relentless on your numbers. And dude, most people give up. Most people just stop. Most people freeze. That's why I did the opening. Most people are going to go sideways, but some people are going to get rich. And I see that in
100%.
you as well. So it's this is the time where the cream rises to the top, the top 10%. Dude, the top 10% are going to take the lion's share of the profit because everybody else is going to be distracted. This season is not about distraction. It's about doing the work.
Doing the work, being intentional as well. There's a
Focus.
lot of
Yeah.
that's what it is. I mean, that intention, that true focus, or that desire, that the focus that you want to create the desired outcome. And it's just something that we're seeing now. And Jason's right. Like, we are on track as well. We had a phenomenal quarter, and we have crazy amount in the pipeline right now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this quarter we'll probably have close to seven figures just in the pipe, waiting to be sold or closed, assignments, flips,
Hmm.
etc. And
Yeah.
that's without my personal business.
That's this is why I love talking to doers, right? People come back on my show weekly like yourself because you're a doer. You're in the business. Yes, doers take losses. We talked about losses Q1 of 2023 because, something, you bought wrong in Q4 and you paid the price in Q1, but you kept moving forward. You didn't let it distract you. We talked to
No,
Adrian, right? He had to cut his marketing down from 6 figures a month to, I don't know, 20 or something, and now is slowly ratcheting back up. Jason talked about having to change his business. He went from 80% flips to 60% wholesale, right? Wanted to de-risk the situation. Yeah,
that's it right there.
doers,
You said it.
doers, doers are gonna make hay. Know your numbers, keep marketing, keep networking. Um, Higher rates mean less competition. This is so simple. I don't know why people don't get it. Higher rates, less competition, easier to find motivated sellers. It is that simple.
Right. And it really is. It's like, you just mentioned that Adrian, Jason made adjustments. And it's so true. Like, there's a lot of adjustments I've made as well. Marketing side,
Yeah.
primarily flipping, obviously, we now scaled that back and only literally only doing flips that are going to be making 80K minimum plus, right? Plus. If
Big
not,
spread.
then we're
Big spread.
wholesaling it, big
Yeah.
spread, wholesaling it to, if we're making 30 or 40. I mean, we have two right now locked up that we're making almost 3 or 400K on two deals that we're not even touching. And it's like, how can you not like do that? It's like, sure, I can go buy it, have the holding costs, keep going up, plus all of the, the unknowns when you flip the property. And then, yeah, I'm just telling you, it's so capital intensive right now. And even me, dude, look at this, even me changing this format and wholesaling more and not keeping as many flips for some fucking reason. Oh, sorry, that's $5 in that bucket. For some reason, um, I bought more houses to rent out, right? Because of owner financing. And
Yes.
then it's like, where does my capital go? It's like, even still, when you make the adjustment, you still have to make another adjustment because next thing you know, you don't have enough money to keep going. That holding cost that I keep on talking to everybody about, and
Yeah.
it's insane. And here comes the first on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Michael, but the first, I get a big chunk, and I know you do, sorry.
Yeah.
I get a big chunk coming out every first,
Rents
second,
do.
third, fourth.
Mortgages do. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just like, okay, here comes another 70 G's out of my account on the first through the fifth.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's like, you really have to see that. And
Yeah.
this is why you got to make those adjustments.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
if we're heading into an environment that's 1970s, 80s like, I want people to feel this. We could be in it for 5 to 10 years. It could be a slog for 5 to 10 years. My fear,
Don't say it, man. Don't say
no,
it.
no, I want people to feel this. I think a lot of folks, maybe yourself included, you got kind of used to almost like V-shaped recoveries. It's good, it's bad. It's good, it's bad. It's good, it's bad.
100%. 100%. Yes.
Real estate over 50 years is not like that. It's very much, you know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen a decade of appreciation inside of 2.5 years. So the next 5 to 10 years have to be sideways. We have to have a recession. We have to have higher rates. And again, that will mean less competition. It will mean more inventory, and it will mean finding motivated sellers are easier. And it will allow for more seller financing. Sometimes people just have to sell. And if the asset doesn't fit the lending criteria, seller financing may be the only option, or you're going to take a 40% discount from some cash buyer. It's just where we're going to
Which will
be.
be us.
Yeah, exactly. You'll sign up for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And you're right. That's, I mean, going sideways. And it's funny you should mention this about the next 10 years. And they say that, it doubles again in 10 years. So if I'm looking at 350 or 380 median home price, because it's dropped substantially from 420, 450, 430,
Yeah.
just like it is for you in the Central Valley.
Yep.
Maybe not Vegas, but if you think about it, the next big thing, and maybe this is where we're going to have that appreciation started again, is that train for us, the
Yeah.
bullet train to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. It broke ground 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yes. So it's a long play, but again, it's like, okay, well, this is where you'll make your fortune is in this plateaued of a market.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's no change, and people are leaving the business sideways, picking up another job, doing this, trying to
Dude,
be affiliate here and there.
yeah,
It's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie.
it's going to be
It's tough.
amazing. So I feel very confident about a couple of things. I think over the next 24 months, there'll be less real estate agents, less licensed real estate agents. There'll be less full-time real estate investors. And, the ones that are left will be the doers, the ones who run a business. I think the last 4 years, for the most part, has been easy. And the next 4 years won't be easy.
No,
That's what I
it
think.
won't be. Uh-uh. No, I think it's going to be your skill set better be on point.
Yeah, you
That's what I
must
feel.
keep learning, keep networking. One of my weaknesses, it's a strength and a weakness. I've come to appreciate it is I can focus, but
Uh-huh.
you've got to get around other people that are doing it just to double check to keep the energy going. I went to a couple events in the last 2 weeks, and I feel better and stronger coming out of those. And I didn't do that for 20 years. I just kept my horse, my head down and trudged along. And that, believe me, my superpower, I wouldn't be here without it. But it could have gone a lot faster if I just got around others that were doing it. So, yeah, keep networking, keep growing, keep finding doers, not talkers. You got to find doers.
It, Michael, that's but you just said something. If you were around it earlier, you'd be in a different position.
Hmm.
And I swear that's what I've said. Like, we're comparable. Okay. I'm old school as well, and I'm becoming a little bit more new school. You're definitely more old school,
For
but
sure.
you have more new school because of the posting and YouTube and everything else that you've done. And to transition to that. You're 25 years in the real estate business. I'm 22. And the what's crazy is that what you say, it's like I wish I would have learned a
Mhm.
lot earlier as well, like being
Yeah.
connected to other people. Like I didn't have social, you didn't have social.
No.
We didn't grow up in the social environment.
Yeah.
Now
And
everybody else that
I
is
didn't even think about it. I mean, it never even dawned
exactly
on me. Like
right.
I've got 6 houses. It's 2005. If I could have got around other people that were in the business that were like
Oh my
again,
gosh.
doers and talkers, like
Yeah,
even if it was like 2010, if I could have been
right.
around people that were doing it in 2010, we did great. We could have done so much better if I was around others. Oh man, it's funny. It's funny to think about.
And it's our environment, and that's
Yes.
why I stress it upon everyone that comes in the office. It's like your environment, like you're in an environment where people are winning and they're successful, and their mindset's already further along. So it's like you might as well jump on the train and and ride with them, right? And
Yeah.
learn with them. But
Couldn't agree more.
honestly, I just kept to myself and I was
Me
just
too.
focusing on what I'm doing and I was not like paying attention to anything else. So weird, man. So weird. Like I see it and it's like you got a point. And I say that to my guys. Like if I was in your shoes right now, it's a freaking game over. Like
Yeah.
it's and I'm sorry, I get passionate about it because it's
Yeah.
something that like I wish they could see.
Yeah.
Like if you talk to Michael 20 years ago, no, let's say 15 years ago,
Okay.
like 15 years ago, Michael, what would you tell Michael now, the information you have now, 15 years ago?
I would tell you what you think your superpower is also your kryptonite. I was very comfortable doing it alone. I did not have the appetite to get uncomfortable and go seek out others. And it's really funny. You talk about 15 years ago. I was writing on Bigger Pockets. I knew Jay Scott. He was writing. He's obviously famous now. There's a guy named Tom Advent, I think, or Tom Tarrant or something in Southern California. I was communicating with these guys just because we were both writing and passionate about what was going on. But I could have just networked a little bit more, got in different rooms and just been, you know, see what else is out there.
Yeah.
That's my big miss, my big unlock. And it's not like I didn't get to an okay place. I'm okay. I just know
Yeah, for
it
sure you
could have
are.
been more. It could have been more. Yeah.
I mean, but then again, too, Michael, it's like it could have been, yes, we freaking say that all the time.
Yeah.
But being that we're discussing it now, we're also taking the initiative to do it now.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
that right there in itself is like you still, how many people are like, I wish I would have done this earlier. Okay, but you're not doing it now. So start now, because then a
Start
year
now.
later you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have started a year ago. You know?
No, yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would tell everybody, there's
Yeah.
two of my rules in my 7 ORAT rules. One is you got to focus on your stuff. If you're distracted, if you're doing all these other things, you're going to burn money, burn time, and you'll be a barista in a heartbeat. So focus. And then the second thing is get around new people. Challenge yourself to meet 4 new people a week. My goals say 2. Damn it, we're going into a hard environment. Go make it 4. Meet 4 new people a week, and I think your world will be entirely different in a year.
4 new people a week.
That's
4 new
200 new
people.
people a year. Think about that.
Your network is just huge. It's
Yeah,
changed so much.
exactly. 4 new people a week.
Damn.
Go for it.
Damn.
Omar, it's that season. It's that time
Yeah.
to work. It's that time to focus. It's time to make that money. Where can people find you?
Guys, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar, or go to my website, omaralfaro.com, and you'll find a bunch of cool stuff.
There you go, folks. Don't forget to check out his playlist. He's been doing this for multiple years. All good, buddy. Take care.
Multiple years, baby.